Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading of October 15th through 21, 2023. My name is Dawn. You're listening to Dawn Williams Tarot. Thank you so much for being here with me and joining me with this energy and this reading update for you. How are you guys doing? I have found that the energies have been quite intense. Today is actually October the 14th, so today is the new moon. We had our solar eclipse today, and then also this is the day that you do all of your new moon manifesting. So here is an example. You take a regular piece of paper, draw your big circle, put all the stuff in it that you want to create in your life, you want to manifest, you want to work on, you want to perfect. And then the outside, you put all the things you're ready to release. Okay. Now you can do this for yourself so that you're working on yourself, the goals that you have for yourself, but you can also do this for the collective and humanity. Because obviously in the center of mine, I've got like peace, right? And happiness, prosperity for all, higher self-integration, faith, forgiveness, abundance for all, healthy food. It's not processed. It's not dealt with. No GMOs, right? Healthy organic foods, those types of things. Okay. So in my meditations this week, the energies were really up and down. I felt like for 2 days, I felt like I was battling something, but it never really manifested. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But I could feel that I was processing. I've definitely gotten a lot of light code downloads. So I am going to be pulling your oracle card from the Secret Language of Light. And then I'll be doing a Celtic Cross reading for you. And then at the end, I'm going to pull your 5 main themes. So your card from the Secret Language of Light is Ask Your Soul. So I don't know what this card is about, so I am going to read what the intention is behind this card, Sag. Okay, so here we go. Wise questions create wise answers. Something you have asked for will soon turn up in your life. Every time you request something, you plant a seed in your quantum field or vibrational reality, where it begins to grow and move towards you. This is how we create and expand consciousness. Asking is the first step in any creation. It only needs to be about 10% of the created process. But somehow most of us make it about 90%. If we don't see any evidence our desires are coming into existence, we keep asking. It's funny that this is coming up because back in the day when AOL, how many of you remember AOL? AOL was like when the internet was really first new back in the 90s. And I belonged to this group called the Cryon Group. And Lee Carroll was a channel, and he was channeling Cryon material, right? And they had an AOL presence. And in that group, I remember sitting in meditation one day, and I was asking for something. I can't remember what it was, but I was asking for something, and I clearly got the download message. It's like ordering a hamburger. When you're at a restaurant, you only need to order the hamburger once, and you just expect that it's going to show up, right? So it's the kind of same principle. Anyway, I posted that in that AOL chat, and it got a lot of responses because it's pretty funny when you think about it, because we do have the tendency to want to ask for things over and over and over and over again. Anyway, so this holds us in a place where the answers can't be heard. What you desire is on the way. You only need to ask once. It doesn't matter whether it is out loud or in your mind, because the universe interprets vibrations, not words. Okay, so that's a great message. Ask your soul. So wise questions create wise answers. Okay, so here we go. I had shuffled previously, but I will shuffle again just so you can see. I'm shuffling the cards. Whoop. Was a flipper. Okay, so what do our Sagittariuses need to know? What is hurting or helping? What is coming up in the very, very near future? What is their foundation? What is supporting them? What is their long-term energy? What are their external influences? What do we need to know, Spirit? Okay, here we go, Sagittarius. I always am asked to cut the deck 3 times and then cut it once more. Don't know why, but whatever. Okay, so your energy is represented by the Knight of Pentacles. I'll explain more, but that is the energy that is your main focus right now. Okay, let's see. Well, my friends, you are very well represented here with the Queen of Pentacles. You do have 2 major arcana cards, which I will get to shortly. You have got 2 wand cards, 3 pentacles, 1 sword. Yeah, 3 pentacles and 1 sword. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so we start off with the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight. He, in the Rider-Waite deck, he's on his horse. He's got his pentacles in his hands. It's kind of very similar to this, but it's a little bit more elaborate. And you can see that his horse is moving forward, right? And he's got this big, huge field on the side of him. And basically what the information is about that is that he's very slow moving, because really all he really wants to concentrate on is his own home and his own wealth and his own possessions, those types of things. So he's not a very fast moving knight. And usually the knights are all about going out and wanting to adventure and wanting to go out and, you know, do tasks and do whatever the king wants him to do. But this is our slowest moving knight. But this knight does represent needing to take action, needing to move forward. Okay. Now, this could be on any type of a project within your home or anything that you're trying to create for yourself. But this is like your central theme here is all about your physical security, your wealth, your health, your career, your possessions, and your home. But this is the slowest moving knight. And really what the knights represent is the knights represent taking action, moving forward, stop thinking, okay? What is hurting or helping you is the 10 of Cups. This is a great card. The 10 of Cups is a completion. The 10 of Cups represents an ending, right? That you have gotten to a place where you feel emotionally stable. You feel really good about your relationships, and you feel really good about things moving forward in your life. Okay, so I look at this card as a very positive card. And it does accentuate, you know, this this rainbow type of energy, 10 of Cups. So this is all about happiness and joy and feeling fulfilled. And it's not like you are not going to be challenged with struggles. It's not like, oh, you've arrived and you don't have to ever worry about anything again. But you are getting closer and closer to that sense of well-being, that sense of feeling full and feeling nurtured and feeling loved and all of those types of things, okay? So the next card is what's on your mind, and this card is representing you as the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles right here does represent Sagittarius energy. This queen is a self-made queen. She is a nurturer. She is very astute as to how to create creature comforts for herself. She does focus on those pentacles, right? So she is self-made. She does know how to create abundance. So she's about abundance and creativity. She's a good mother. She is someone who really knows herself very well. She knows what she likes. She knows what she doesn't like. She knows what she'll tolerate, what she doesn't want to tolerate. And this is also about that physical security type of a feeling, okay? She has mastered that space for herself. That's actually a pretty card. Nice card. Okay, so that represents you, where you are going, where your mindset is at. You're looking for that happy home. You're looking for being that feeling comfortable in your own home, feeling comfortable in your space, feeling settled, right? Feeling settled, feeling secure, feeling all of those good feelings because of, you know, because that's what you're looking for. Okay, so what is supporting you? The supporting you is this Three of Wands. So this Three of Wands is a card of needing to take some type of action. This guy really does want to go out and explore. However, he is in a place where he is looking off into the distance and deciding whether or not this is something he truly wants to do. Threes represent, the threes in tarot represent choices. And threes also represent like unity and working as a team and working together and those types of things. And you can see that he's really looking off into the distance because he really does want to go and do something. But at this moment, he's got a slight delay for whatever reason, which I don't know what that reason is for you right at the moment, but that is your supporting you card. It looks like you're wanting to really tap into some inspiration and some motivation, into deeper intuition as well. Your past is the Five of Pentacles, and this is very much in your past. I feel as though there are so many of us that have gone through hard times, right? That have this card is a card of the Five of Pentacles represents somebody feeling like they've been left out in the cold, or feeling as though they don't quite measure up and they don't have that self-confidence. They don't have those feelings of knowing what direction to go, feeling like they've been out on the street. And in reality, this is a window, and they're outside of this church. And if you look at them, they're kind of battered and bruised. So it does look as though they've been left out in the cold. But the other thing about this card is that one of the things that you want to do if this card comes up in your reading is you do not want to draw the attention to your weaknesses. You don't want to show weakness, especially if you're going for a job, because Pentacles represents physical security in our money situation, right? So you don't want to draw attention to your weaknesses. You want to draw attention to your strengths. And to get out of the cold, basically, all these people would really need to do would be to go to the church door and go inside, I believe. Yeah. Okay. That's your past. Your very near future within the next few days is the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is a very fast-moving energy, and this is also a victory of some kind for you. So something that you've been working towards that has been building your passion and your motivations and those types of things are coming in for you. And this is kind of like, just know that you're what you've been looking for or what you've been trying to create. Spirit has heard you, right? So it's once again tapping into asking your soul. Spirit has heard you, and they are working to bring this towards you. So it looks like this next week is going to be something that you've been working on is going to be manifesting for you. The next card is your long-term energy. This is the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords is kind of like one of those cards of strategy, because in the Rider-Waite deck, this guy is actually sneaking into the enemy camp, and he is physically removing their weapons, is what he's trying to do. Is he's trying to remove their weapons so that when they wake up in the next morning, they don't have those weapons that they can use against him, right? In his group, his whatever, bad side, good side, whatever. So he's actually being very strategic. So this card is asking you to be strategic in some things. It also is talking about strategic in your thinking, because the swords have to do with how we express with our minds, how we communicate. So you could be having conversations that would require you to be a little bit more strategic in your conversations, so that people can actually understand why you think the way you do and why you've come to the decisions that you've come to. And that's kind of what I pick up on this right here. Your next card is the external influences, which is the Two of Pentacles. And this right here is about choices. There's like a couple of things that are going to come in that's going to, and this is all about balance, right? So twos have to do with choices. It has to do with choices in our decision. It could very well be maybe there are two different things that you're thinking about in terms of purchasing something, like, I don't know, something that would be a big expensive item. I don't know why that popped into my head. But anyway, so something like that. It also is talking about balancing your finances. So, you know, with the way that the world's going, you might want to really contemplate whether or not you want to have big outlay of cash. You might want to have some in reserves, but this is really about a decision about money. It could very well be a decision about a career, a new job, something along those lines that would, you know, increase your income. But the thing that I will always say, even though this is the Two of Pentacles, always go with what makes you feel happiest within your heart. Okay. Future feelings. So your future feelings are the Emperor. The Emperor, wow, look at that. This is a really cool card. this is the card of the Ram. So I know that this is Aries, but I hadn't really looked closely at this specific deck, at this card. The Emperor to me represents a person who is, oh, just an entrepreneur. This is the divine masculine energy. This is someone who is very skilled in business. I kind of look at this card as the Donald Trump card, meaning not when he was president necessarily, but when he was a businessman, right? Like he realized how to motivate people to get them to do what he needed them to do in his business dealings. He knew how to do the deal. He was a builder. He was, you know, the Emperor is an authority. He's also, so he's an authority. He's very focused. And if you look, you know, he's got this eagle thing on top of his head, which I think is his crown, which is to represent his ability to be able to just focus really deeply onto whatever it is that he's creating. And I feel like this is the energy that you will be tapping into. You're going to be you're being asked to step into your leadership role, whatever that means for you. And taking charge of some kind. This is also an energy about authority. This person has an authority. So this individual can walk into a room and people look up to this individual, right? So the Emperor card represents all the four kings in tarot, all represented within this one individual. Is there anything else you want me to say? So the other thing too is he's very structured in his thinking. He's very structured in his thinking and he has very clear vision. So how does this affect you? It could very well be that you are going to incorporate a lot of this energy within yourself. You may be forced to, you may be feeling as though you that you are lacking in those skill sets, but you're going to be experiencing that either for yourself or you're going to be working with somebody very closely that represents these energies for you. It could be in the workplace. It could very well be that this is a professional individual that you may need to contact for assistance for something that's outside of your scope of ability. So it could very well be that this is an attorney, this is a lawyer, or this is a tax person, or this is, you know, whatever it can be, right? So this energy is coming in as a future energy that you're going to be tapping into. And then your final outcome card is the Fool. Now, the Fool is the very first card in the tarot deck. And the tarot is based on the journey of the Fool. Now, the interesting thing about this Fool, you look at him, he's a younger person. He's just starting out. He's got all this self-confidence. He believes totally in himself. He's starting a new journey. He's starting a new chapter. He can also be very impulsive. And it doesn't represent this very well on this card. But the other thing is he's very trusting. He's very trusting of being guided to the right place, being like, he's just kind of like has that laissez-faire type of an energy within him. And basically he's ready to go wherever he just feels like he's going to go. He has this small little knapsack on, you know, his stick here. He's got his dog, which also represents, so the dog represents loyalty and friendship and basic animal instincts, right? So he's just going to go and he's going to start a new journey. So basically that's what this card represents. And I feel like because we are all working so, we're working towards this progression within our spiritual space. I feel as though you've had some completions here in some of the things that we've been looking at, and you're going to be starting either a new project or a new chapter this next week. Okay. This looks really good, Sagittarius. I don't see anything bad here at all. Like nothing to worry. No worries. Okay, so now I'm going to pull your last 5 main themes. The first one is the bird perched, and it says, waiting for news, package, or letter. Rainbow, the most difficult part of a situation is over. That would kind of coincide with this feeling left out in the cold, right? A teapot, deep friendship with someone of the same sex. That's a good one. A broom, a new home, or a new attitude. Now that would tie into that Fool's card, right? That would be this new chapter, this new self-belief about yourself, those types of things that you're going to tap into that Fool's inner energy. And then we have a card called career. So some of you may be getting a new job. Now remember, I was talking about that with this 2 of Pentacles. Maybe you're going to go, maybe you're going to move up in your company. Maybe you're going to decide to do a side job of some kind. So it has something to do for some of you with this career card. And I'm going to pull just one more. And it's called The Wall, and it's about misunderstandings. So again, I think it has to do with this strategic card. I really feel like it's really tapping into this strategic card and the need to be able to express your thoughts very clearly and succinctly so that people can understand you. Okay? Okay, Sagittarius. Well, that about wraps up this reading for this week. Thank you again for being here. Please like and subscribe and take very good care of you. And I will see you in your next video. Cheers.